initiatives that resonate with users and stakeholders alike. Is passionate about intersection of strategy, innovation, and execution, where he thrives a turning complex challenges into strategic opportunities. Ayodeji's career began in sales, where he has acquired skills in persuasion, relationship building, and understanding customer needs. And his foundational experience has laid groundwork for his transition into learning and development. And he's got technical background spanning in web development, mobile technology, and artificial intelligence. It bridges the between technical teams and strategy, technical teams and the business stakeholders, where he's been able to translate complex technical concepts into actionable strategies. Whoops, man, this is a loaded profile. I can bet you can't wait to hear how did you speak. His diverse skill sets has been instrumental in driving successful product launches and maintaining competitive edge in the industry. Wow, wow. He's being driven by uh, innovation and excellence, and is the founder at Not Snow Limited, a company that embodies his values of hard work, innovation, and quality. Under his leadership, North Snow Limited has become a beacon of technological advancement, delivering cutting edge solutions that address real world challenges. And his entrepreneurial journey is a testament to his resilience, determination, and commitment to creating impactful products. Wow. Ayodeji's humble family background is from a successful entrepreneur. Oh, sorry, Ayodeji's journey uh, from a humble family background to a successful entrepreneur has instilled in him a deep appreciation of hard work, self resilience, and pursuit of excellence. He believes in the power of collaboration, continuous learning, obviously, and that's why we're collaborating with him today, isn't it? Right. Continuous learning and leveraging insights to create products that make a difference. A story is one of perseverance, innovation, and a relentless drive to push boundaries. Wow. In this webinar, Ayodeji will share insights from his extensive experience in product management, offering practical strategies for navigating the complexities of product development in a rapidly evolving digital landscape. And I can bet with you that attendees will gain valuable perspectives on fostering innovation, aligning product visions with market trends, and driving successful product initiatives that deliver measurable impact. Please join me in welcoming Ayodeji Ogumola as he explores the intersection of strategy, innovation, and execution. And you obviously you're going to discover how to turn these challenges into opportunities in the world of product management. Wow, that's a loaded profile. I did you're welcome to this edition of Elixonn Half Hour.
Yeah, it's a great privilege and a pleasure to be here today at Elixon Half Hour to discuss topics that are relevant and also
Mhm,
pivotal to the future of work and how
mhm.
AI and its agents can transform the workplace. Thank you for inviting me.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. So yeah,
Yeah.
you've heard his profile, and it's gonna be quite engaging. It's gonna be very, very insightful today. So Ayodeji, if I may start with this first question, how can we ensure that AI is used? Obviously, you're going to tell us a little bit of background of how AI has evolved, and then you now tell us how AI is used responsibly and ethically in the workplace. What are your thoughts on this?
Okay. Thanks. The first thing I would like to mention here is to understand the background of what exactly artificial intelligence is.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the biggest thing for me is keeping things very simple when trying to explain to people exactly what context of an idea is. To a layman, when you hear the word artificial intelligence, the first thing that goes into your mind is super knowledge.
Mm.
Actually, artificial intelligence is just trained data. Basically, you train data, arrange those data together, and then you allow the data to be able to come up with the best version of all the
Mm.
information you fed it to. Basically, what that means is you just read my profile right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who is seeing me for the first time, that is the data about me that they know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And what that means is that is the perception they will have about me. And that's how AI too says. So basically, you need to understand it from the point of view like a child, a baby. A
Mm.
baby is born, and all that the baby knows is his father, the
Mm.
mother, and the immediate family. And then when you expose that child to the other world, to the outer world, what you see the baby begin to do is begin to pick up more information and begin to harness those information, process those information, and then begin to speak based on the information that he hears. That's why you wonder, why will the baby leave the house? And all
Mm.
that the baby says is to repeat exactly what you say. That's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what artificial intelligence is. It's a
Wow.
baby that's been born, fed with specific information, and that specific information that it's been fed with is what it gives back to you. So, responsible use of artificial intelligence will mean responsible feeding it with the right information. Let's
Mm.
use a typical example of the family structure. If a child is in a family and all he hears in that family is curse words from his parents, right? That is an unethical way of raising a child.
Mm-hmm.
Once
Yeah.
the child go out to the public and anyone ask an information from that child, he's going to give out those unethical words that has been fed into him at home.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what AI is. So when you
Mm.
understand that, it's garbage in, garbage
Garbage
out.
out. Yeah.
If you feed
Yeah.
it with, if you expose AI to too much information, it's going to come
Mm.
out with too much data. But
Mm.
if you restrict its data, the data or where it gets to, then you're restricting it to the knowledge it can provide to the world. I hope that answers the question.
Wow. Lovely. Profound. Wow. That's that's amazing. So simply what you're saying is anything we give to AI is what is going to give back to us and
Correct.
much more, isn't it?
Correct. Yes.
Wow. Then how do we strike a balance? Yeah, we understand that in the workplace, there's obviously the role of government regulations,
Yeah.
and of course, each industry has got its standards, right? And and of course, we know that AI is being used in recruitment and hiring now.
Mhm.
Are there any biases around this?
Um, just like my earlier response has given you,
Mm,
whenever you key in into the AI and the restrictions that you put on the AI, then it will follow that bias and use that bias only. So,
mm,
for
mm,
example, if in recruitment, for example, right, I'm restricting the AI that for every data or every resume that I sent in, once you pick this particular information or a particular demography, a particular number in terms of age, and then or particular data that is being shared, restrict this person from moving to the next stage of the interview. That's where
mm,
the bias comes in because someone
mm,
has programmed it to put that cap or to put that restriction. Someone has programmed it with the restriction in there, and
yeah.
as a result, it only responds to the restriction that you put in there.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm. Wow. Wow. Amazing. 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 Okay. Yeah, please, our dear listeners, if you've got, because our time is running, I mean, if you listen to Deji within the next hour, you would not realize that you've been listening to him for an hour, right? So quickly, if you have any question, please take note of them. But I've got so many questions. I hope I'll be able to deal with all my questions within this edition. Otherwise, we'll have to bring Deji back to give us more insight. So, AI's role in the next 5 to 10 years, I'm very sure that there'll be so much disruptions. What are the disruptions that might occur? What disruptions should we anticipate in the next couple of years with the advent of AI?
Okay. So these are just predictions, right?
Mm,
We don't we can only give predictions and advice, but we don't know the trend.
mm,
Few years ago, we didn't know we will have gotten to this point with artificial intelligence right now.
mhm.
And artificial intelligence started from just feeding it data and then you having chat, responsible chat with it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now AI has gone way above that right now.
Mm,
Now it has gotten to the point where everyone is integrating AI to solve complex repetitive tasks,
yeah.
thereby reducing human intervention. Now,
Mm,
this in itself can disrupt the job market,
mm,
particularly jobs that are routine tasks,
mm,
and it can
mm.
create new opportunities for people who have harnessed AI to use it. So, for example, almost every application you have right now in the world, everyone is getting excited about integrating AI into their tool.
That's correct.
Um, but there's something that everyone forgets.
Mm,
We keep talking about AI dealing with repetitive tasks. What happens to the leadership?
mm,
What happens to decision making? What happens to taking initiative?
mm,
Artificial intelligence is not going to take initiative. Someone
mm.
needs to make the
Someone needs to
decision
take.
on its
Wow,
behalf.
that's
So
deep.
in the next 5 to 10 years, what I see is a lot of integration beginning to happen with will start happening with a lot of softwares, and as a result, anyone in the ecosystem whose job is a repetitive task, um, you might begin to think that that role might be replaced easily by artificial intelligence. But
Mm,
there are some roles that it cannot take. For example, emotional intelligence,
mm,
right?
mm,
Humanities,
mm,
right? I know you're in the healthcare sector. It would be very difficult
mm.
for get into that level
Yeah.
or the manufacturing and all of that, except when you begin to give artificial intelligence a body to do
Mm,
it. And I
yeah.
begin to see a lot of people move AI into robots,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's where we get it becomes very complicated. But in the next 5 to 10 years, I
Mm,
hope to see a lot of integration happening, and anyone whose role is in the repetitive task type of job,
mm,
you need to start thinking of how you want to upskill yourself.
mm, mm.
So you
Yeah.
so
Lovely, lovely. Thank you so much for those insights. So, literally, what we should be doing then is to see how we can utilize AI to boost employee productivity. Right. What are your thoughts on that?
in terms of productivity,
Mm,
productivity happens when you are able to get the best version of task or information you're sharing. So, for example, let's use it. Let's give a typical example. In order
okay.
to get the best productivity is the efficient use of time, being able to process things that is done from time to time and being able to process it in shorter time. Let's
Mm,
give a typical example of everyone right now who might be doing a particular job. The more you stay on that job and you continue to repeat that task, you become better at it and you do the job faster. Am I correct?
sure.
So, what artificial intelligence is going to help or has started to do right now is to make you focus on more important things. And those repetitive tasks, You train the AI to understand how this can be done, and then it
Mm.
just give you the result in shorter time. So basically, you've bought back time. Time is the biggest currency in the world today. That's
True.
why we're all trading our time right now. Some are trading their time as an employee, some are trading
Hmm.
their time as a business owner, some are trading their time for consultation. Whichever way it is, artificial intelligence is to help you buy back time, to focus on more important things and allow AI to do the
Yeah.
mundane one and get it done faster for you. Yeah.
Lovely. Perfect. Perfect. Absolute. Yeah. So, are there any ethical considerations? So, what I mean is, in terms of data privacy and job displacement, what are important ethical considerations that we need to consider when implementing AI in the workplace? Most especially, I like you to address this from a startup point of view, startup company point of view. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the things we've observed in the market right now is it's becoming difficult for the bigger businesses to
Mm.
integrate AI into their processes. And that's because there are a lot of layers to data that they have, um, privacy policy.
Yeah.
They have to look at some level of transparency they are giving the AI to. They will have to be very careful what they're exposing it to.
Mm.
And right now we've been talking about AI, but we need to talk about the next level, which is the AI agents themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Now, an AI agent basically are different type of agents given separate tasks. One completes a task and hands over to the other, and the other one completes a task and hands over to the other. Right.
Okay.
In
Yeah.
terms of ethical consideration, first thing you need to look at is we need to prioritize what are the data or what are the information we're ready to share with the artificial intelligence to process.
Mm.
What information uh, are we currently sharing with AI? And if an organization has to be ethical about it, they need to be transparent to let people know what AI is doing with their data. So, as part of the privacy policies that I've started to see on a lot of applications right now, they have
Mm.
AI. If you read some of them, they give you details of um, to what extent they're exposing the AI to with your
Yeah.
data and how the AI can use your data either currently or in the future. Yeah. So protecting employee data, protecting customers' data is very important.
Yeah.
Um, the so for every organization, especially for startups,
Yeah.
you need to be very um, transparent to let people know exactly what you'll be doing with their data, how
Mm.
AI will process their data. Let them have those things in the fine print so that they can trust you to be able to give you their information. Yeah.
Wow, that's lovely. That's really, I mean, some high opener for us because at Elixonn Health, at Elixonn Limited, we have a project where we support startup companies,
Hmm.
right, helping them with strategy, with tech, and
Yeah.
meeting some regulatory compliances, right, most especially in the healthcare. We've got that going. So yeah, I think it's something we need to consider, and I'm sure my team they can they've heard. And the next conversation that will be springing up is how do we integrate
Yeah.
AI into the support that we are giving startup companies, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. If,
Just to add to what you just mentioned right now,
yeah.
just want to share one project that we worked on recently, and
Okay.
that project is the client. We developed an e-commerce marketplace for the client.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, but the client wanted artificial intelligence to interact with customers as they come to the e-commerce platform
Hmm.
and make recommendations to them, and
Right.
also while they're trying to make their decision on what
Okay.
to purchase, right?
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
guiding them through the whole. We had this conversation. At what point do we draw the line? And
Mm.
one of the things is I do not want to expose customers' data. It can interact with customers. It can go into our system
Yeah.
and take in URLs or information, and then begin to share with the customers to suggest a whole lot of items to them or product or services to them so they can navigate quickly and make their decision, right? And that was a restriction. We just put that layer there, and
Mm.
the customers and also the vendors on the platform are safe. Yeah.
Wow. 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 Right. So at Not Snow, aside that, what else? Okay, let me just put this question, I mean, directly to you. I hope I'm not putting you on the spot, but
Please.
how many, how many of Not Snow team has AI taken over their jobs?
Okay,
How many of members actually?
so what we did in not at Not Snow is first off, when our team are onboarded from get
Yeah.
go, we start exposing them to all the AI tools to fast track their jobs,
Mm,
so
okay.
they can then understand how they want to play in the organization.
Mm,
What normally will take 2 days, we're getting it in seconds or minutes right now. Why? Because every team member in the organization know they have to jump on this bandwagon and understand how to use AI to improve their productivity. So to answer that question, the answer is zero.
okay. Okay.
Why that is zero is that we invest heavily on our team members to constantly improve on themselves. We throw them
Mm,
into some AI trainings and learnings to go out there to learn these skills so they can then utilize it in the business.
mm,
And I'm sure one big question a lot of employers will have out there is, what if I train them and they leave? What if you don't train them and they stay? That
mm,
means what you have are people who are not skilled in using the
mm,
latest technology, and then they're
mm,
going to draw your business back. Train them, let them improve, and they can stay. And if they don't stay, once they leave, they're happy that in their journey of success, you added value to them.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Lovely. Lovely. Absolutely. Right. So, have you got trainings at Not Snow for organizations? Do you have anything in place to train, I mean, team members of other organizations on the use of AI?
Yeah. So one of the biggest part of Not Snow is we're a software development company where
Yeah.
we build softwares for businesses and individuals, especially um, startup founders, and also for established businesses that would like to integrate AI into their
Mm,
existing solution. Right.
yeah.
What another big part of Not Snow is the training. IT
Yeah.
training. So we support individuals who like to get into the IT career path, right? We support them, especially those who like to get into the AI product management, those who
Mm,
like the AI project management, data analyst, and also for those who like to become product managers and business analysts. We run trainings and then we support those type of people to become better on their job. Added
mm,
to that, we also support individuals who are currently working and feel that they will soon get displaced from
mm,
work and
mm,
they need to
mm.
improve on their skills. What we do
Okay.
is we become their co-pilot. We
Okay.
support them,
Okay.
mentor them, and then we expose them to a whole room of community of over 4,000 people that we have,
Mm.
right? Where they can learn from um, fellow professionals like them, and then they can become better on their job and they can shine. Yeah.
Wow. Lovely. Lovely. Wow. That time is so fast spent that we still have so many questions, and I don't think I've attended to any question from our audience. Please, if you've got any question, if you could kindly drop it in the chat, then Ayodeji will be uh, doing justice to them. But um, in healthcare space, and I think literally everywhere, every industry, diversity and inclusion is key, right? How do we with the advent of AI,
Yeah.
right? How do we ensure and improve or use AI to improve diversity and inclusion? What are the challenges that might arise in this?
I was waiting for this question. So, the biggest part of artificial intelligence is
Mm,
it's supporting a lot of people, especially those who are from various backgrounds, people
yeah,
who are coming, who have people who are coming from who have different type of I'll call it generally the diverse population of the world. So, for
mm,
example, um, not to label, right? We have various type of people who do not find it easy to read.
yeah,
Some who do not find it easy. They don't find they are more visual,
yeah,
don't like numbers,
yeah,
and they want all of this processed and made the most simplest way possible for them. What
mm,
AI has done for those type of people it has solved a whole lot of problems for them. The elderly
yeah,
need companion
mm,
and AI. I know someone who currently was going through some um, challenges, and constant interaction with the AI got the person out of that state in that person's life, right?
yeah, yeah,
I also know that some um, some individuals don't like interacting with chats. They
yeah,
just want to speak. AI, we've given AI a voice now. AI can speak to you.
mm, mm.
Some people don't like to be in meetings every time. We've given AI the capacity to go for meetings on your behalf now.
Wow.
Yeah. Some people don't like to be in panels of interview every time. We've given AI the ability to go to interviews on behalf of HR organizations and conduct interview for people for thousands of
Amazing.
people at the same time now.
Amazing.
Some people don't like um, to um, to do all the mundane things.
Mm,
AI is taking those heavy lifting off their backs so they can focus on other things. So come to think of diversity, AI is cutting across every aspect, right?
wow.
And I'm happy because Not Snow is at the forefront of this. We're
Mm,
building all of this for businesses, and some businesses are enjoying it.
wow.
And just to let you know, it's not
Yeah.
difficult to implement.
Say
So
that again?
it's not difficult to implement, even for
Oh,
business.
okay. 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 All right.
Just like I said, part of the things that you need to have at back of your mind is transparency. How far
Mm,
you want the AI to go with your data, and that's
wow.
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely. Thank you so much, AJ. Time is really gone, and I've still got so many questions. But what I'm going to do here is we'll keep the conversations to some of the points that you've mentioned, and I'm really quite interested in. I mean, I need to learn more about how AI is bringing a lot of diversity and how it is supporting inclusion, right, in different teams. So we'll keep the conversation going on our social media channels, and whenever we have any question, we'll tag you so
Yeah.
that you can just
Jump on it.
uh, jump on it. And we look forward to the collaboration between Elixonn Limited and Not Snow regarding training around the use of AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for today's edition. Time is really fast spent. We we we'll be having another edition in the next 2 weeks where we'll be delving into another insightful topic. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag yet, but watch out for us on the social media. Please follow, like, and share our pages and our content. We have fantastic content, and I can assure you, another speaker who is uh, also very knowledgeable with a very solid background and profile like Ayodeji will be joining us at the next edition rather. Thank you so much for joining us. Ayodeji, thank you. Have you got any last thoughts or any last comment before we let you go?
Okay, for anyone who is watching this at any time,
Hmm.
now or probably in the future, the only way to stay relevant is always try to predict the future. And when you predict the
Always try
future,
to predict the future.
understand
Hmm.
the best place to stay, right? And
Yeah.
you're safe.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Great. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm very certain that the next time we call upon you, you do us the honor, won't you?
definitely, definitely.
All right, all right. Thank you.
Yeah,
Ayodele has done justice to AI, how AI is transforming the workplace. Thank you so much, our listeners, and see you all at the next edition. God bless. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye now. Bye.